Morning, guys. This is Right With Me episode 2. It is... Oh my god, I look bald. It's because I'm against a brown background, it's not good. Yeah, this is Right With Me episode 2. It is 8:10 on Thursday morning, and I thought I would just start the video off today because today obviously is the last day for me to get the last bit done for the Right With Me challenge for this week, but also it's a pretty busy day today, so I didn't know how much I'd be able to film later on, and I thought I might as well start it today. So you're kind of getting a little bit of a day in the life, and you're getting a Right With Me today. So we're in the kitchen. I don't know why my hair looks shit on camera. You don't need to answer. Can anyone answer how you style a ponytail for video? Because I swear it looks okay in real life. It's kind of that messy, I've kind of poofed it a little bit. It's like that messy, poofy ponytail. It looks okay in the mirror, but on camera, it just looks really shit. Let's get back on track, Charlotte. So today, at about 8:30, I am going out to the music festival that I work at, and I'm doing a half day of work there. And then I'm coming home about 2 o'clock, and I've got some work to do for another freelance client that I've taken on recently. She's actually a friend, so it feels really weird calling her a freelance client. But she's paying me to do some work, so I guess that's what she is. So she wants some design kind of stuff. Was it social media this time? Social media, actually. She wants me to do some social media strategizing for a new project that she's just launched. So I'm going to work on that this afternoon. And then I'm hoping to finish that by about 5 o'clock. And then I will feed you in a minute. I'll feed you in a minute, Poppy. Just let me finish my video. And then I'm hoping to finish that at about 5 o'clock, and then I will finish off the words I didn't do last night. So you might not have seen, if you don't follow me on my writing Instagram, you might not have seen the stories that I did last night. But basically I started writing towards my goal, my weekly goal last night. And I think I only did maybe like half an hour, but I managed to get about 700 words written, which was really cool. I was really happy with that. Oh no. No, I've got 500 words written, which means I've got 750 to do this evening, which is fine. Because like I said, I was only writing for about 20 minutes and I managed to do 500 words, so I was quite happy with what I did last night. And then today I'm hoping to finish my freelance work by 5, and then maybe give myself maybe an hour to do the last 750 words that I want to write. And then I'll also film a little bit back to camera about how I found the week of trying to fit work in and this, that and the other. So I don't want to talk about that now, you'll get that later on today. It's now probably nearly 8:15, which means I've got 10 minutes to put some makeup on, get my lunch together and get out of the house. So I'll catch up with you when I'm back from the music festival. Bye! Hello, pussycat. Hello, Stanley. Let me put all my bits down. DL, all my coats. Oh, big belly. Big pussycat belly. Hello, guys. I'm home with my little muns. You're licking me. I've just got in to 1 o'clock. I've got a pussycat giving me a nice snuggle. Had a really good morning at work, and yeah, now about to launch into a really busy afternoon. So I've got some work to do for that friend that I was telling you about earlier, but I really need some food. I'm really hungry. So there's leftover spaghetti bolognese from last night, so I'm going to put that in a pan and heat that through. I'm going to give this little one a cuddle. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yes. That was a really bad angle. So, time to go get some dinner, get a coffee, and yeah, start the afternoon's lot of work. Yeah? Oh, little baby. Right, time to crack on. Hey guys, please excuse the slightly orange lighting on the camera. I've got the desk lamp on, so it's all a bit orangey and kind of evening light. So it's now 20 to 6. I'm getting the glow off my laptop on my glasses actually, that's better. It's now 20 to 6 and I am getting pretty tired, I'm not gonna lie. I've just finished the piece of work for my friend and emailed that over to her for her to look at. So I'm kind of half an hour behind schedule in terms of being where I thought I would be. But I'm not too worried about that because I'm glad that I've managed to get it done, managed to get it over to her. And yeah, I'm not like so far behind schedule that I can't do my writing, so that's really good. So, this is definitely something that I want to talk about. When it comes to talking about how I found this week, I am feeling really glazed. I'm not feeling in the mood to write at all. I felt exactly the same yesterday, but I'm going to power through. I've got 750 words to write, so I'm going to get on with those and I will come back to you when I've done those words. Okay guys, so it's now 7:15. I'm absolutely shattered now. It's been such a long day. I've been working since 8:30 this morning. It's now 7:15, so you know that's kind of nearly a 10-hour day, so I'm shattered. I am now up to 22,666 words. So if let me just quickly have a look on my Instagram and see where we started, because I did take on Instagram stories where I was at the beginning of the week in terms of my manuscript. Right, so my current word count when I started it the other day was 21,317. So let me write that down. 21,317. So add 1,250 to that, so that's 7, 6, 5, 2. So we should have got to 22,567 words was exactly 1,250. So the fact that we're on over 22,600 means that I have gone over the goal by, you know, kind of 50-ish, 100. I'm literally one word off being 100 over. So 99 words over the goal I am at the end of this week. So, I say so all the time. It's one thing that my mum's mentioned to me recently. I'm speaking at a conference next weekend and we were talking about it the other day, me and my mum, and she was saying, you can't say so all the time. You say it all the time in your videos. And since she said that to me, I'm feeling really aware of the fact that I keep saying so. I'm going to try and not say it now. What I thought I would do for the next few minutes is just give a very little bit of feedback into how I've found the challenge this week. I think the first thing that I've noticed is that it's really easy to put it off doing this kind of work, because what I'm writing is not currently being expected by anyone. You know, I'm just writing this. I won't say I'm writing it for myself because my intention is to try and get it published one day, but because I don't have a publisher, I haven't tried to sell it to anyone. It's just whenever it's ready, I will then try and find a publisher for it. Because there's no deadline, that then it's really easy to say, oh, well, I shouldn't be doing that because I've got other people's work to do. I've got this client's work to do. I've got that to do. I've got the conference to prepare for. I've got this work to do for my friend. I've got the music festival that I've got to do stuff for. It's really easy to kind of put off this bit of creative work. But I've also found on the flip side of that, that it is quite easy to find little snippets of time in and amongst the week just to do 500 words. If that's all I can manage. Like yesterday, I was sat, Tom was really late home from work, and so I sat on the couch downstairs and I just did 500 words. And I did that while my linguine was cooking, because I had linguine, not spaghetti, with my spaghetti bolognese. So yeah, I wrote that while the linguine was cooking, whereas normally I'd be sat there, you know, drinking a coffee and watching whatever's on Netflix. So I have found that just by thinking, right, let's just do this little goal this week, and obviously it's throughout the month of November, maybe that's the motivation. Maybe having a goal every week is the motivation that's actually made me kick myself up the arse and actually do these words. But it also has made me realise that, yeah, I can find time to fit it in. Can't do too much more. To be honest, I'm looking at the manuscript here in front of me and I'm like, you know, I could do this scene, I could start writing this scene and this, that and the other. What I don't want to do is do so much that I then end up losing my motivation later on. I suspect that's going to be a real balancing act, because if I'm in the middle of a really good scene, it doesn't make sense to break off from it, because then you lose that train of thought, you lose the setting, you lose everything in your mind. But at the moment, because I'm kind of reviewing scenes and I'm adding bits in here and there, it's quite easy for me to add in 500 words here and 500 words there. So I'm really interested to see next week how it works out. One of the things that I'm going to do either tonight or tomorrow is I'm actually going to read through my entire manuscript and see how it feels, and potentially write down a bit of a to-do list of things that I want to do on it. The kind of background with this manuscript is that I've been writing it for a really long time, and I've done bits here and bits there, and it feels a bit bitty and it doesn't feel like it has any cohesion to it at the moment. So one of the things I want to do is just read through it all and see how it feels, and give myself some actions of things that I might want to do to it during the course of next week. So that's also given me something positive out of this first week as well, is that it's kind of got me back into the project. I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to kind of get on with it more. I can't really think of any other feedback, to be honest. Like I say, I've just found that it's really easy to put it off, but that also when I do find time to do it, I'm finding it rewarding, and that, yeah, it's not as hard as it feels to fit in little snippets of time to do things like this that I really want to get done. So I said so. Sorry. In conclusion, I would like to know how your week has gone. How have you found the first week of Write With Me? Have you done what you wanted to do? Have you achieved your goal? Has there been any reason why you maybe haven't managed to achieve the 1,250 words, or whatever combination you're doing this week towards your 5,000? Yeah, I really want to know how you're all doing with it. I'm really excited, and I had lots of lovely messages on the last video, which was the first one of the series, saying that you were excited to kind of follow along with me. So I'm really excited to see how you were all doing. Yeah, so I'm going to go now. I hope you all have really productive weeks. I hope that this next week goes really well for you in terms of Write With Me and your creative project. And I'll catch up with you again next week for the third video in our November Write With Me series. Okay, see you later. Bye!